We are in the JobNimbus headquarters studio.
Yeah.
This is what this is, right?
Both.
Yeah, it's all of the above. And it's been a great day. We've actually been here for the Influencer Summit, which I hate that term, but that's just a personal pet peeve of mine. But anyways, we've been here all day, and there's been a great group of people here. And what we've been doing is actually getting to know JobNimbus from like a whole different angle, and got a cool tour of the building.
Yeah.
Cool place. And if you've never been to the JobNimbus headquarters, yeah, if you're ever in Salt Lake, stop by, because this place is incredible. Probably one of the best views I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't
out
help if you're ADHD. You'll just keep staring out the window during meetings. So.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's why they had us facing the other way.
That's exactly why.
I believe that. So, but it was a lot of fun. We got to learn all about what JobNimbus is all about. But I think the best part for me is understanding the passion behind JobNimbus and what you guys are really trying to accomplish for contractors. And by the way, this is Kaili Smith.
Hi.
Should have said that. She's the VP of Marketing for JobNimbus here. And she's doing a great job, and one of the minds behind this amazing report that we talk about every week, the Peak Performance Report. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the passion behind what you guys do is so evident when you're talking to Ben, talking to the different people. Everyone really cares about contractors. And if you didn't know this, they actually have this really cool training area where they have
Our learning lab.
Yeah, it's like they have roofs there, and if you want to become an employee here, you have to learn about roofs and like understand the business. You guys have like little desks for like back office, like folders with jobs in them and stuff.
Yeah.
That was cool.
So actually part of our onboarding, they treat like a little escape room. So you actually have to go find the files you need for your job, so we can like empathize with the office managers and what they're stuck going through. So
Well,
it's a lot of fun.
That's so cool, because you guys are literally trying everything in your power to understand your customers and
Yeah.
understand businesses and understand contractors and what we do day in and day out, and then build products that actually make sense.
Yep. And that's why part of the reason we do the Habitat for Humanity thing, so we can actually go learn how to roof. I'm really good at tear-off now.
I was gonna
really
say,
terrible.
this would be great. Is there a video of this somewhere?
There may or may not be some footage of this. But yeah,
If
it's
there
a
is,
lot of fun.
can you guys splice it into this somewhere?
We got some good photos and stuff. But yeah, we know that the industry is such a physical world, and we're in the digital space. So being able to marry those and feel those, all the pain points for every piece is very, very important to us in our culture, for sure.
I think it's awesome, and it's just so cool to see how you guys care so much about contractors in our businesses, and in the feedback and asking the questions that you guys ask. I mean, coming up with this report, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. We talk about this every week, but in case, and I've actually had a lot of people message me.
Oh, good.
And they're like, dude, will you do this at the beginning? Because this is one of the coolest segments of the show, is we want to hear the peak performance part. I'm like, no, I save it for the end, okay? Get over it. Watch the rest of the show.
It's called marketing.
It's called placement. But yes, this is one of the coolest things, and this has never been done in our industry. We were talking about that upstairs. Like, other industries have surveys, they have reports, they have analysis of how their businesses operate and how other businesses in their space operate. This is the first time that it's been done for roofing specifically.
Yeah, and there are some other ones that are cool, but they go more into suppliers and things like that.
Yeah.
The whole point of this was to give you guys an opportunity to give yourself a baseline for how you're performing in every section of your business, and also give you a homeowner perspective to see how you can stand out from the competition, see how you can level up in that way too. That was the whole point.
And I love this because the survey is not just JobNimbus customers. It's any roofing contractor can take this survey every year, provide their data, and help other contractors learn from that data. And you get to learn from other people, which is really awesome, and understand things. Like, I was going through it, some of the cool things in here. So like, there's all kinds, but like there was some in here. I just was on one. So like, this one's talking about how, like, who your next hire is going to be. So now you know, like, hey, most contractors are looking for these people. Now you can set your expectations based on that hiring. Like, hey, this is what we should expect to be hiring for. This is who's going to be the most competitive hire for us to have this year. Things like that, data like that. Now you can hold your salespeople accountable. This is how many leads salespeople produce every week or every month or whatever. That data is all included in this report. And I think that's one of the coolest things that I've seen in our industry ever.
Yeah, it's super fun, and I'm super grateful for it, because one of the things that gets frustrating for me when I'm working at any job in any business is when I don't have a baseline of what to do. And
yeah,
I was
100%.
Yeah, I was employee number 31 here, and roofing was I went digging for industry standards and marketing in the roofing industry and in the SaaS space and construction until I got a solid baseline. Then I had something to compete against. And it doesn't mean we couldn't have done really, really well either way. And there are people who don't have a baseline do phenomenal. So not knocking that at all. But to like have that peace of mind, I'm like, okay, I'm best in class here. I have improvement here. It just gives you some peace of mind.
No, it's so cool. And it's part of what makes JobNimbus so special, I think. You guys care a lot about it. You guys want to learn about contractors, about roofers specifically, and fence guys.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've actually been hanging out with a bunch of fence guys here too.
They're awesome.
I'm learning a lot about fencing right now. Yeah, I mean, I've installed fences, but like not at the level they have. Like these guys were talking about like $1 million fence deals and stuff with HOAs and all this cool stuff, and I'm like, that's pretty cool actually.
I know Tony Thornton is an excellent cornhole buddy, by the way. He carried me through to second place.
Disappointed I missed the cornhole. So.
He should be. It was pretty awesome.
But it's been awesome, and just to learn about the culture, see everything you guys are doing. You guys are killing it, and this is one of those things like when you're selecting partners, it's so important that you align culturally with who you're partnering with. And I think that with what you guys are doing and seeing how far you guys have come, like JobNimbus has been around for a minute, but at the same time, like I loved hearing Ben's story this morning where he was talking about like the story of how JobNimbus came to be and like the business side of it and the struggles and the different ways that they've changed over the years. And it's so evident, like you guys have come such a long way. And now you're able to not just produce really great information for contractors to become a resource for them, but really partner with them in such an intimate way and provide them the tools that make them successful and make their customers happy.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things he said too that I was like, really, like that's what it should be. That's what a good CRM partner should be.
Yeah. And Ben's amazing. Like, honestly, like, I left JobNimbus and came back, and a big part of the reason was because of Ben's vision and what he wanted to do. And roofing's an amazing industry. Like, these are great guys to hang out with.
It is.
Always.
It is an amazing industry.
So that totally helps. But the thing is, like, as we're looking at our product roadmap and we're looking at the future, like, this is why we bought Sumo Quote, is so we could create a CRM that was amazing, not just for the owners and the admins of the production team, but also for the sales reps and the sales teams, because there aren't a lot of friendly features that are focused on the sales reps. So this whole new sales experience, I don't know if you got a sneak peek at all what it's going to look like.
I haven't yet.
Oh boy, it's going to be awesome. We're going to show you that.
Okay.
But the new sales experience and looking at each piece to make sure your cash flow is solid, to make sure your customers are happy, to make sure you get paid the right way and on time, like that's a huge important aspect to every part of your business. If the cash flow isn't solid, it isn't going to work. So that's like this year, it's coming out officially in a few weeks. So those are the kind of things that as we're talking as a team, it's like, what's going to make the biggest impact to help these people expand and stay in business and grow like crazy? Cash flow is a key piece, so we focused on sales experience. We're going to keep moving through the list like that.
Well, and I love that. If you've ever like looked at people in general, like if you want to know what's really important to an individual, like to like just a normal person, look at how they spend their money, right? Like that's going to show you what's really important to that person, right? JobNimbus has spent their money on Sumo Quote, on Engage, on roofer marketers.
Yep.
All these different well-thriving businesses, and you guys could have probably built your own Sumo Quote per se, but you guys instead went out and bought the best quoting software there was and said, hey, we're going to provide this to our customers and integrate it directly into our CRM because it's an important investment.
Yeah.
It's a great investment. It's going to help the contractors and it's going to help JobNimbus obviously, but it's also just going to, it just shows how much you guys care.
Yeah, and most of our budget, when you look over what we spend most of it in product and development because the entire point is to create something that's actually helpful. And so massive part of our budget, the majority of our budget goes into that. So we can make sure to build the right things. So the things we can acquire, we want to build it.
And then I was up there too. They were talking, I think I was with Eileen last night, and we were all hanging out, and she was talking about how there was a contractor coming in today to meet with them and to talk about stuff. And I'm like, the fact that your contractors come here and just get to hang out and share their experiences and share the things that are important to them and how the product is affecting their world in order for you guys to build better stuff, the feedback is so cool.
Well, that's how we get you. We invited you to drink the Kool-Aid.
That's right. That's right. So I drank it. So no, it's been cool, and I've been so happy partnering with you guys since day one because we've always had such a great chemistry between our brands and like just seeing like how we can help the industry out better. That's our mission. That's your guys' mission, and that's why I love working with you guys.
Yeah, and a shout out to you. Like, I bought a house last year, and I shared this with you already. I watch American Contractor show, so I know what freaking tools to buy too. So, like, selfishly as a consumer, it's so nice to be like, oh, okay. There are so many people who want the whole experience to be great for the homeowner, for the roofer, for the supplier, for the tech behind it. Like there's so many great things happening, and watching our space evolve so much, and to see how much care is going into each piece of every customer journey, because it impacts all of us, right? Is so cool. So shout out to you on that too.
Thank you guys, and I'm excited for the future. And there's so many cool things on the roadmap that they shared with us. And there's so much stuff coming down. I know Mark had some sidebars about some really cool products. I probably shouldn't talk about them, but they're awesome.
If Mark told you, don't share.
Okay, I'm not going to share it, but I'm going to say there's some really cool stuff. And if you're looking for a good solution to run your business more efficiently, you gotta go check out JobNimbus. That's all I'm going to say. Like, you got to at least check it out, understand the people, understand who you're working with, because I think you'd be surprised at how this company really cares about what you guys are going through and what your business needs in order for you to scale and grow.
Yeah, and we're a good time. So.
Yeah, this has been a great time. And if you come out to Utah, by all means, stop by and check this place out, because you'll be impressed, not just at the facility and all the really cool conference rooms that are superhero themed.
And Hogwarts.
And Hogwarts, yeah. But it's pretty awesome. And but ultimately what really matters beyond just the building and the aesthetics, like this cool studio and all this awesome stuff, is the fact that the people here and the culture here is all about you. It's all about helping you grow your business. It's all about making your business better, and that's what they care about. And that, to me, is all that really matters at the end of the day. Because if you got a partner like that that's passionate about your business and not just making you do things that maybe don't fit your business, but rather building software that can evolve and integrate all the different pieces that you already have and works well with others, like that's the most important thing, I think, when you're picking software. So I definitely encourage you guys to check them out, and thank you so much for letting me hang out and be a part of this.
Thanks so much, John. We appreciate that you were able to come. Thanks
All
for
right.
doing that.